Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for today's Vinyasa flow practice. So today's practice is all about heart opening and grounding, and it was actually inspired by this beautiful Rhodonite bracelet that I'm wearing. You probably won't be able to see it, but I will pop a little clip of it on screen. Now this is not by any means an ad, but I have got this bracelet from a small business called Otter Spirit, who produce some amazing gemstone jewelry with beautiful intentions behind them, and they just really spoke to me. So this one is all about compassion, love and healing, and I wanted to build a practice with the energy around it because, as I said, it really spoke to me. It's a stunning piece of jewelry, and I just love everything about it. It came with this little card which has an affirmation on it, as well as kind of other information about its properties and things like that. It's a concept I'm exploring, and yeah, I'm just being really open to. So as I said, this is not an ad or anything, but I will pop the link down below if you are interested in checking out the jewelry, as well as a little bit of a discount code. I don't get anything from the discount code or for the discount code. I'm just sharing it with you because I found something I love. So with this all being said, let's get going for today's practice. We're going to start in a child's pose today. So come on over onto hands and knees, big toes together, knees nice and wide, bum towards your heels, and then just extend your arms forwards. Taking a moment to find stillness, so taking any last little wiggles, movements, itches, scratches that you need to take. And then eventually just settling into this moment, into stillness, and just taking a moment to connect with your breath. Just starting some soft, steady inhales and some even longer, slower exhales. Allowing yourself just to fully land in this space, leaving behind the weight of the day, or maybe the weight of what's to come. And this practice, as I said, is about heart opening and grounding, moving with compassion, inspired, as I said, by this beautiful Rhodonite bracelet. And this stone is known for emotional healing, for love, for compassion. And the affirmation that came with it really stayed with me. I am kind and compassionate to myself and others. I am kind and compassionate to myself and others. Maybe just repeat that a few times in your mind, letting the words settle into your heart space. And as we start to move through our practice, let's let this intention guide each breath, each transition, and each moment of stillness. So holding on to that, when you're ready, let's take a deep breath in. And a sigh to release. Beautiful. Inhale, gazing forwards. And then exhaling, rising up, coming into your tabletop position, bringing hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Once you get there, let's close back down the eyes. And then following the breath, inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, find your cow pose. And then exhale, round the spine, draw your chin to your chest. Nice. Now continue like this, moving through your cat and cows in your own time, in your own breath. Staying nice and traditional, or of course getting any other movements involved. With the eyes closed, just allowing yourself to really tune inwards. Noticing how you're feeling, noticing what the body wants, what the body needs. And just really tuning in, bringing yourself into this present moment. Beautiful. And then eventually let's bring ourselves back to a neutral tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Go ahead and tuck your toes under, and then start to extend your right toes out to the right. Extend your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into supported side plank, left arm to the sky as you breathe in. And then exhale, extend your left arm over the ear. And just enjoy that stretch from fingers to toes. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Lovely. And then start to gaze down. Start to shift some weight into your right hand as you lift that left leg off the mat. Hold here, stretch from fingers to toes. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, start to bend your left knee, bring the heel towards your bum, and then reach the left hand around. See if you can find your foot or your ankle. If you've got the foot or the ankle, kick the hands into the foot into the hands, and open up across the chest, the shoulders, the hip flexors. Just finding this first initial bit of opening here. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. Starting to gaze down. Starting to extend that left leg back out long. Bring the left hands to the floor. Step the left toes to the back of the mat. And then plank pose, step back into that first strong upper push-up shape. Hold it here. Start to press the floor away. Remembering to modify the practice at any point. From there, start to just rock forwards and backwards, working into the ankles and the wrists. Just holding, breathing, finding the breath for 4, 3, 2, on 1, pause, taking a breath in. And then exhale, look forwards, drop your knees and lower your belly all the way between the thumbs. Untuck your toes, take your fingers off the edges of the yoga mat, pop up onto your fingertips. And then as you breathe in, oscillating cobra, lift the chin, the chest like a wave, roll up. And then exhale, wave, come all the way down. Again, inhale, wave up, cobra. Exhale, wave it down. One more time, inhale, wave to cobra. And then exhale, bring it all the way down. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, press to tabletop position. And then exhale, bum to heels, active child's pose, just melt the chest down. Good, take a deep breath in. And a sigh to release, just easing our way into things. Lovely, let's inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, tabletop position, adjust yourself. This time, left toes out to the left, slide the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale the right arm to the sky, and then exhale, extend your right arm over the ear. Draw your tailbone slightly forwards and just stretch through those right fingertips. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Beautiful. Start to shift into the left hand so you can lift your right foot in line with the hip. Start to feel the legs activate, the glutes activate. Take one big stretch, inhale. And then exhale, bend your right knee, heel to bum. Right hand reaches back, finds the foot or the ankle. And then if you've got it, kick the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. And remember today we're moving with that compassion, so don't worry if you're not there. Just be where you are. Just let yourself explore and move. Taking another deep breath in. And breathe out. Lovely. Start to gaze to the left thumb. Slow motion, release the right leg out long. Right hands to the floor. Step your right toes to the back of the mat. Inhale, step back to your high plank. And then knees up or down. Exhale, lower slowly to the tummy. This time, keep your hands where they are. Inhale, cobra, nice and traditional. Lower body active, chest lifts. And then exhale, slowly release, come back down. Again, like that, breathing in cobra. Exhale, slowly release. One more time, inhale like a wave. And exhale to release. Beautiful, tuck your toes. Inhale, tabletop, lift up. Exhale, active child's pose, bum to heels, melt the chest down. Good. From here, chin to your chest, start to walk your hands towards the knees at the back of the mat. Bring the knees about hip distance apart, bring your hands to your hips. And then as you breathe in, lift your bum away from your heels. Think tailbone long, glutes active, and then start to gaze over towards your right heel. From there, release your right hands to your right heel. Option 1, stay. Otherwise, left arm's going to reach up and back into your Ardha Ustrasana half camel. Just extend through that left finger. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. Gazing forward, strong legs, strong belly. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. And then look to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to your heart, leaning into the left leg. See how slowly you can step your right foot to the front of the mat. Once you're there, draw your hips forwards into your low lunge. Press your chest to your thumbs, thumbs to the chest. Feel the heart expand. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Beautiful. As you breathe in, start to extend your arms up. And then as you breathe out, we're going to twist to the right, left arm forwards, right arm back. Thumbs face up as you draw that right shoulder back. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Lovely. As you inhale, gaze to your left thumb. Easy twist, left hands to the right big toe. Lift the left knee and then open up towards the right. Once you're there, can you draw that right hip back a little bit more? Take a breath in. And a breath out. Beautiful. Inhale. And then exhale, right hands down. Step back to high plank. Knees up or down. Lower slowly down to the tummy. Inhale, cobra. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the chest. Roll back down as you exhale. Let it go. Tuck your toes. Inhale, tabletop last like this. And then exhale, active child's pose, bum to heels. Take a full breath in. And a sigh to release. Beautiful. Chin to chest. Start to slide your hands to your knees at the back of the mat. Bring your hands onto your hips. Lift the chest. And then inhale, lift your hips away from your heels. Look over your left shoulder, bring your left hands to the left heel, and then inhale, sweep that right arm up and back. Enjoy that stretch through the right side body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. Lovely, let's gaze forward, strong core, inhales that left arm to meet the right arm. Look to the front of the mat, bring your hands to your heart, lean into the right leg, and then slow, 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 left foot steps to the front of the mat. Bring your hips forwards into that lunge. Draw your chest to your thumbs, thumbs to your chest, and just feel that lift through the heart, lift through the center of the chest. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, we're twisting to the left, right arm forwards, left arm back, and we're guiding that left shoulder open, really feeling the stretch across the chest, the shoulders. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, look forwards, right hand lands to the floor. Lift your right knee, easy twist. Can you pull that left hip back, left shoulder back, taking a breath in. And a breath out. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, left hands to the floor. Inhale, plank pose, step back. And then exhale, lower either chaturanga or same as before to the tummy. Inhaling cobra, maybe working into your upward dog. And then exhaling this time, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, pedal out through the legs. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. And same as before, just really working back into the breath, into those words of affirmation. Good, and then let's find stillness, relax the heels. Take a full breath in. And a sigh, let it go. Good, inhale, lift your heels, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend your knees, walk, step or hop your feet to your thumbs. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen your back. And then refold, exhale, nose to knee. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up, tall mountain. And then exhale, circle your hands behind you, interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Separate the feet hip distance as you inhale, lift your fists, your chin, your chest. And then exhale, bend your knees, chest to thigh as you fold over into this shoulder expansion. Just let gravity do the work, let the head be heavy. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good, one more inhale for this first round. And then exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. And then exhale, hands down, step or hop back to high plank, either lower chaturanga or lower to the tummy. Inhaling cobra or upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Really nice. Now let's get into a little bit more flow. On an inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps forwards between the thumbs. This time keep the back knee lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Find a little bend in the left knee as you draw the tailbone forwards, taking a breath in. And a breath out. Good, extend through the arms, inhale. And then as you exhale, twist to the right, left arm forwards, right arm back. Try to draw the right shoulder back as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. Good, as you inhale, gaze forwards to the left thumb. And then exhale, we're coming back to easy twist. Left hand down, right arm up as you draw the right shoulder back. Good, pause there, taking a breath in. And then keep your arms, exhale, look down. Turn your left heel flat. From here, warrior two, inhale, cartwheel the left arm back, right arm forwards, and then bend into that front knee. Taking a deep breath in. And breath out. Good, let's inhale, reverse warrior, reach up, reach back. And then exhale, extended side angle, your variation, right forearm to thigh, hands to block or floor. Left arm either up or over the ear. Thinking of this today as a heart opener, so really trying to rotate that left shoulder open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good, let's inhale, rise back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the right leg, hands to heart, side lunge to the back of the mat. Bending into the left knee, fingers can be to floor, right toes are lifting, and try to think about the crown of the head lifting up. Let's take a breath in. And then exhale, hands to the floor, pivot around, frame your left foot. Go ahead and lower your right knee to the mat. And then inhale, low lunge, nice and traditional, extend your arms up. Maybe you stay there, maybe you take more of a back bend by arching through the upper back, taking a breath in. And then exhale, hands to the floor, step back to high plank, either down dog or lower chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Lovely, inhale the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps forwards between the thumbs. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise the breath up. Little bend into that right knee, draw the hips forwards, taking a breath in. And then exhaling, twisting to the left, right arm forwards as you draw that left hip back. Maybe you're gazing to the left thumb, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, gaze to the right thumb. Exhale, easy twist, right hand down, left arm lifts. Again, left hip, left shoulder, open up, breathe in. And then exhale, look down, turn your right heel flat. On an inhale, warrior two, cartwheel the right arm up, left arm forwards. And then exhale, just bend and soften into that left knee. Good, ground for a moment, breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely. Let's inhale, reverse warrior. Enjoy that left side opening. And then exhale your variation of side angle, forearm to thigh, hands to block or floor, left arm up or over the ear. Good, slow breath in. And breath out. Beautiful, inhale back to your warrior two. Exhaling, straightening the left leg, hands to the heart, and then side lunge to the right. We're bending into the right knee, hands to block or floor. And then think about lifting up through the crown of the head. Left toes towards you, taking a breath in. And then exhale, hands down, pivot around, framing your right foot. Lower your left knee, inhale, low lunge, arms extend up, option one, stay. Or as you exhale again, a little bit of a deeper back bend into this half moon shape. Strong glutes, strong core, breath in. And then exhale, hands down, step back to high plank, either down dog or chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Really, really nice. Let's repeat this, just adding a little bit here and there. Inhale, the right leg lifts high. Exhale, right foot steps forwards between the thumbs. Inhale, high crescent lunge, arms extend. Exhale, twist to the right, left arm forwards, right arm back. Inhale, gaze to the left thumb. Exhale, easy twist, left hand down, right arm up. Now this time, option one, stay. Option two, side plank. Right foot stacks on top of the left, lifting the hips, maybe gazing up. Holding here for a moment, breath in. And breath out. Beautiful, gaze to the left thumb. Step your right foot back to meet your left thumb. Turn your left heel flat and then inhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms open. Exhale, bending into that right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, your variation. Maybe this time adding a half bind, left hand round. Maybe a full bind, reaching for the left fingertips or wrist. Remembering just to go where you are. Doesn't matter if you're there or not. Just working with yourself, not against yourself. Deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. Okay, take one more breath in wherever you are. And then exhale, look down. If you have a bind, right hands down, left arm to the sky. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart, straighten your right leg. We're finding that side lunge again. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe this time left arm reaches to the back of the mat. And then inhale, right arm opens. Again, expanding through the heart center, through the chest. Taking just one breath in. And then exhale, hands down, pivot around, framing your left foot. Lower your right knee, inhale, low lunge, arms extend to the sky. Good, now this time looking forwards as you exhale, half moon. Left arm's going to reach forwards to the floor or block, press into the left foot and then lift the right leg up and back behind you. Flex the foot, think about expanding through the chest, through the center of the heart. Option to stay there. Option to bend the left knee, find Shavasana, holding onto the foot and then kicking foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Good, you've got it. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. There's one more breath in here. And then exhale, if you've got the foot, release the foot. Slowly bend the left knee, hands to the floor, step back to a runner's lunge. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale that left leg to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps forwards. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise the breath up. And then exhale, twist to the left, right arm forwards, left arm back. Inhale, gaze towards your right thumb. And then exhale, right hands down, easy twist, left arm reaches up. Again, you have the option to stay here, otherwise pivot to the little toe edge of the foot, side plank, left foot meets the right foot. Wherever you are, try to rainbow the hips. Maybe you're gazing to that left thumb, holding as you breathe in, holding as you breathe out. Really, really nice. Let's gaze to the right thumb. Really slowly, the left foot is going to step back where you found it, right thumb. Turn the back heel flat and then inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bending into that left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, your variation. Left hand down, right arm up. Maybe find that half bind. Maybe find that full bind. Maybe do none of that. Working with compassion for yourself, for where you are. Knowing that it changes each day, each journey, each practice. Okay, let's take one more breath in. And then exhale, look down, left hand down, right arm to the sky. Inhale, warrior two, let's rise up. And then exhale, straighten the left leg, hands to the heart. We're finding side lunge as we bend into that right knee. From there, option to stay, otherwise right hand reaches to the right, left arm to the sky as you open, or fall over like I am, into your chest expansion. Good, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, left hand to the floor. Let's find that lunge. Pivot to the front of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Arms extend. And then exhale, let's look forwards. Half moon. So reach the right fingers to the front of the mat, floor or block. Lean into the right leg. And then lift that left leg, left arm to the left. Option again to stay here. Option to bend the left knee, find Shavasana. Kicking hands to foot, foot to hand. Good, breathing. Good, let's take one more inhale. And then slowly, slowly exhale, left leg releases. Slow motion into your lunge, bends the right knee, hands frame the foot. Once you're there, plank pose, breathe in. And then chaturanga, breathe out. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Really, really nice. Take a full breath in. And a sigh to release. Good, one more little flow. This time really just trying to move with love, with openness, with softness more importantly, not forcing, just going where you want and need to go. Let's inhale that right leg high. Exhale, right foot steps forwards between the thumbs. Inhale, high crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, twist to the right, left arm forwards. Inhale, gaze to your left thumb. Exhale, easy twist, left hand down, right arm up. This time, inhale, either side plank, stay, or wild thing, right foot steps behind you. Lift the hips, lift the heart, let the head and neck hang heavy. Hold it there, take a breath in. And a breath out. Lovely, gaze to your left thumb, inhale. And then start to step that right foot back where you found it. Turn the left heel flat. Inhale, warrior two, cartwheel the arms open. And then exhale, bend into the front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, your side angle. Traditional half bind, full bind, just for a moment. Breathing in. And breathing out. Beautiful, gazing down, releasing the bind if you have it. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, side lunge to the back of the mat, hands to the floor or chest. Stay there, or inhale, open your arms, open your chest. And then exhale, hands down, pivot around, framing your left foot. Lower your right knee, inhale, low lunge, reach your arms up. And then exhale, half moon, left hand forwards, lift the right leg, right arm up. And then option to stay there, option to bend the right knee. Maybe just bend it, maybe find the foot. Good. Now for really strong transition, do this with or without the hold of that right foot, if that's a choice. Little bend into the left knee, gaze forward slightly. We're finding our dancer's pose. So if you can, you're pressing into that left foot, lifting the left hand, and then one, rise all the way up. And if you're like, oh my gosh, that is not happening, that's absolutely fine. You're exactly where you should be right now. Just meet us here in your dancer. Beautiful. And then slowly draw the knee to the chest, hands come to heart center, one-legged mountain pose. Take a breath in. And then exhale, feet together, mountain pose, release your arms next to your hips. Inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Now this time, exhale, hands down, step or hop back to high plank, and then lower all the way to the tummy. Separate the feet wider than the hips. Start to bend your knees, reach back, see if you can find your feet or your ankles. Press the hip points down and then inhale, bow pose. Kick the feet into the hands, hands into the feet, squeezing the glutes, opening the chest. Most importantly here, breathing. Really difficult to breathe here. For a moment. Good, one more breath in, one more lift. And then exhale, slowly release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, either tabletop or plank pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. Take a full breath in. And a sigh. Good, last little bit, let's go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps between the thumbs. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, look to your right thumb. Exhale, easy twist. Option to stay, otherwise inhaling into that wild thing or side plank. Lifting the hips if you're in wild thing, letting the head drop back. Holding here, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, gaze forwards. And then exhale, that left foot's going to step back next to the right thumb, turning the back heel flat. Inhale, warrior two, cartwheel the arms open. Exhale, just settle into that left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, left hand down. Your variation, maybe half bind, full bind, no bind. Only a short moment here, breath in. And breath out. Beautiful, gazing down. Right arm to the sky, left arm down if it's not. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, side lunge, front of the mat, bends the right knee, hands to heart or floor. Stay there, or inhale, open the arms, open the shoulders. And then exhale, hands down, pivot around, framing your right foot. Lower your left knee. Inhale, low lunge, arms extend. And then exhale, half moon, reach your right arm forwards. Lift your left leg, lift your left arm, opening to the left. Stay there or find your Chapasana, maybe with or without the grip of the hand. And then just pause for a moment. Good, so a big transition. Try to go with slowness. A little bend in that right knee. I'm falling all over the place. Find your drishti, use the strength of your legs. And then maybe with or without the bind, we're coming to our dancer's pose. And if that's absolutely no way, this side for me today is just not happening, you can just meet us in dancer. Good, slow, deep, nourishing breaths. You got it, and then let's draw that left knee into the chest, pull your hands to your heart, taking a breath in. And then feet together, mountain pose, exhale. Last little bit here, inhale, arms to the sky, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back to high plank. Lower all the way to the belly for the last time. This time take your knees again wider than the hips. Bend your knees, point your toes, and then bring your big toes together. Now think about the hip points again, pressing down, hands underneath the shoulders. Don't worry about how deep or how big, just focus on how it feels and the stability in the breath. As you breathe in, press into your hands, lift your chin, your chest. Stay there or exhale, start to find this King Cobra shape, maybe the head drops back. Feet are traveling towards the head, going only as far as feels good for you. Beautiful, and then slowly roll the chest down, release the legs, give them a little shake. And then tucking the toes, inhale, tabletop or high plank. And then lower back into your downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in. And a sigh. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, walk, step or jump through to a seated position. Legs out long, knees bent, and then just find a nice deep soft forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Let the shoulders soften. Close your eyes even. And just start to tune back in with yourself. Maybe noticing how you're feeling. Noticing what's happened, any changes. And then slowly let's start to roll all the way back up. Just cross your ankles, coming into a seated position. Hands resting, just notice Benji in the corner. Hands resting onto the knees, grow nice and tall through the spine. And then let's bring our hands to heart center, close your eyes. Okay, take a full breath in. And a sigh to release. Beautiful, as you breathe in, start to raise your prayer up to the sky, maybe look to the thumbs. Exhale, twisting to the right, left hand to the outside of the knee, and just use that connection to find a little bit of a twist. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful, gazing forwards, inhale, start to reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left, again, grip the knee, and then use that to just guide the chest around. Good, and then look forwards, inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Exhale, pull your hands through your heart. Close the eyes and then just release the hands onto the knees. Take a slow breath in. and a sigh to release. And just for a moment, feel the practice. Feel the vibrations, the openness, the fatigue. Knowing there's no right or wrong, it's just an experience. And just start to be an observer for whatever it is that's happening for you. And then as you let the breath slow down, come back to that affirmation. I am kind and compassionate to myself and others. I am kind and compassionate to myself and others. Take this with you off of the mat. Write it down, repeat it, but hold on to it. Use it. The more we tell ourselves something, the more it starts to become embodied within us. Bring your hands to your heart space, a gesture of gratitude, knowing you showed up today. Whatever happened, whatever didn't happen is irrelevant. You showed up, you gave yourself time, compassion, and space to be present, to move, and to breathe. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Big to release. Bowing the forehead. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today, this morning, this evening, whatever time it is. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.